Tonight on Artist Spotlight, we're here live in Miami, Florida at Flavor Night, where tonight's featured artist is none other than Dre Marshall. I'm here with international rap recording artist Dre Marshall. Dre Marshall has collaborated with Grammy nominee Canton Jones. His music has also been featured on the Holy Hip Hop compilation album. His first album debuted in 2010, which was called 819. And since then, he's been making hits. A couple of his hits include Call Me Out and the most recent one, Dope. Hi, Dre. Thanks for being on the show today.
Oh, thank you. How you doing?
I'm doing well. That was a great performance that you had out there.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm still a little sweaty, right?
Yeah.
You know, just a little.
So now, I know that you're from New York originally, and you moved down to South Florida. So just tell me a little bit more about your background.
Well, born and raised in Rochester, New York, which is upstate, way upstate. South Canada is what we call it. Frozen tundra. It's nice and cold. But, you know, I grew up in a, you know, teenage mom, 13 years old when I was born. My dad was in prison majority of my life. Shout out to my dad. My dad's mad cool. He's home and doing his thing. I'm proud of him. And so, you know, basically my life dealt with drugs and sex and all the things that we try to avoid and protect our children from. So yeah, that was my background. So.
Okay, cool. That sounds good. I mean, you've definitely overcome a lot, you know, in your life. So that's awesome. So now tell me, how did you actually get involved with rap, you know, becoming a rap artist?
Well, when I was a kid, I used to tour with my mom. My mom did gospel music as well. And so she sung with a group. I used to tour with them. And the guys that were in the choir, they started like a recording studio, and then the choir kind of fell apart, but my mom still kept in contact with them, and I kept in contact with them and inadvertently started interning at 14, and that's how I got into music in general. And so from there, it just graduated from being an intern to learning how to engineer to then doing some booking and management to becoming an artist and wanting to really provide substance for people who did not want to hear, you know, rob this, suck this, kill this one, shoot this, sell this, smoke this. It's just music that you can listen to that can enrich your soul, you know what I mean? So that's why I kind of do what I do.
And I definitely like that, and I can appreciate your music for what it is. What are some of your other interests outside of music that you're involved in?
Well, man, my family really, you know, that's kind of my thing, and like chicken wings.
Chicken wings? Chicken wings?
Excuse me, I love chicken wings, and I love the gym. I go to the gym a lot, and so those are kind of my interests. That's all I really do. Music, family, work out, and that's really it. That's all I do. That's my life.
Okay, that sounds good. So, you know, do you have like a little known fact about you? You know, maybe something people wouldn't expect. Like, I don't know, maybe you play the violin or, you know, you tap dance, something, you know.
See, a few things. I speak Hebrew. I'm a Panamanian, so my family's all from Panama, and I was raised in a Hispanic household, and you know, speak a little Spanish and all that good stuff, cook a little Spanish, and I love to cook. Like, if I wasn't in music, I would probably be a chef. So that's probably the biggest thing. Okay,
wow, that's pretty good. So you cook on a regular basis?
I try to.
You try? Okay.
When I do, I do.
Okay, I hear. I take your word for it.
I'll make you a steak. I'll make you a steak.
Okay,
I
cool.
got you.
You know, because I like to cook. That's why I asked.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you got to make me something, I'll make you something.
Okay, we'll do an exchange.
That's it.
Okay.
That's a plan.
So now tell me more about your music. What is usually the message behind, you know, a lot of the songs that you do?
All of my music says three things. Love God, love yourself, and be yourself. That's it.
Okay, that's awesome. And I was listening to your song, your recent single that's been a hit, which is Dope. And you know, when I first heard it, I was like, whoa. You know, I was like, okay, I was listening to this, but you know, I was feeling what you were saying. So, you know, tell us a little bit more. You know, I know you explained that earlier about, you know, what the song is about and really what it means and what inspired you to write it.
Well, my background, you know, mostly, but when you think about things like dope, you feel like it doesn't have a place in the church. but everything that our lives entail have a place in God. It may not be accepted in church, but God accepts you for who you are. And I think that when we think about dope, we really don't make an effort to go out and reach people who live that background and who have that background. So I wanted to create a song that would reach them and show them that there's an alternative way to live and that there are people out there who care. And so that's why the song is what it is. And, you know, I got a lot of heat for it, but I kind of don't care. You know what I mean? That's a great part about, again, love God, love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be yourself.
So like you said, you know, you've gotten some heat for the song. Overall, how do you think people take to it? Or I guess, how do you really plan to put the song out there, you know, to reach the audience that you want to reach? Because like you said, a lot of this kind of deals with your background. So you're going back to the people that were you know, before.
Well, the truth is, if y'all don't buy it from me, I'm going to let Trinidad James buy it and redo it. So I would rather it get my message than someone else's message on it. That's the truth. But on the flip side, I mean, I'm going to get it to as many people as I can that's online. You can buy it on iTunes on your phone. You can download it for free. Like, it's so many ways to get the song. The goal is just to get as many people as we can to hear the song so that they can experience life.
And that's really good. I wanted to ask you, I know that in the past you've worked with artists like Canton Jones. Do you have any upcoming collaborations that you're doing?
No. Right now, I've taken a role in a management position with mainstream music with a couple artists. And so now my collaborations will be through my pen, writing for other artists for this time being. And I just release music for fun and for people just because I love to do it. But I don't do this as an obligation to make money. I do it because I love to. And now that the love is back, it's easier to write. So a lot of what you see from me will be on credits and behind the scenes. Yeah.
Okay. And so what do you want to leave with, you know, other artists that are, you know, they have a gift, they have a talent to rap, and, you know, maybe they're not sure where to start out or really where to go with their music? What kind of advice would you give them?
Don't be the next Dre Marshall. Don't be the next Lecrae. Don't be the next Andy Mineo. Be yourself and have a message that reaches the people that you want to reach and make sure that it's relevant to them. Don't rap a bunch of scriptures because you think it's cool. Rap it in a way that people who don't know scripture can understand it and can grow from it. And just be yourself, man. Have fun.
All right, well, this is Artist Spotlight and Dre Marshall. Dre, I just want to thank you again for giving us the opportunity.